Hey YouTube, Joe here with another knife overview, and what you see before you is the Zero Tolerance ZT0095 clone. Now if you were like me and go, ZT0095, what the heck knife is that? Well, unless you're from Russia, or unless you've had it imported from Russia or got it from a Russian website, from what I understand, the original ZT0095 was strictly a Russian exclusive. So this is a clone of that, and when I saw it I was like, wow, this knife looks hot, I gotta get this. So I picked it up. Now before we even get to the knife, just want to show you the box it came in. Nothing eventful, no markings, just came in this where it fits in that groove, nothing on the outside, and just in that plastic. So let's get that out of the way. So let's see, back to the knife. I just dispense with some stats before we even get started. Keep in mind, though, as I always say with clones, take the stats with a grain of salt, especially when it comes to hardness rating and steel. We can't verify that, whether that's true or not. But let's go over them anyway, really quickly. Well, the measurements we can justify is the blade is 3.74 inches. The overall length is of 8.46 inches. The steel, again, we got to take with a grain of salt, is supposedly D2 steel with a hardness rating of 60 to 61 on the hardness scale. The handle is TC4 titanium. The pivot is a ceramic ball bearing pivot, and the knife clocks in at 4.76 ounces. And I know from what I've seen from other videos, the original ZT0095 goes for anywhere from $350 to $450. I got this knife off DHgate for $66 shipped. So let's take a quick look at it. Now, one thing you can see right off the bat that I like, that has no markings at all, that it has a ZT. As a matter of fact, I posted this on Instagram a few days ago, and somebody said, "Wow, how did you take the ZT logo off?" I said, "I didn't. It's a clone." And it's funny because I put it a clone in the description, but I guess they didn't notice it. Beautiful blade, satin blade. I believe it's referred to as like a harpoon type blade because of this cut right up here. Now, I'm not going to get into how this differs from the real 0095, mainly because one, two reasons. One, I never had a 0095, and I barely even know about it. And two, well, that's pretty much the main reason. I don't have one, and it's really hard to go over a knife you never had. And I haven't really, like I said, I haven't really seen much videos on the 0095. So I'm just going to go over this as a knife, as it is as a knife. So let's see other things we could look at. The let's see, the lockup is, trying to make sure I can see it off camera. I'd say maybe 30% lockup. Centering, pretty dead on. Now I've had this, I don't know, about a week. Been flipping it. Flips really nicely. I haven't cut anything with it yet. Let's do that really quick right now. Fade back a little bit. Very nice. Okay, let's measure it up a little bit. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to measure it up against 3 clones. And all 3 clones I have videos for, so you can check the description for it, or the annotations. But before we get to the clones, let's do it against the ruler. And the famous dollar. There it is against the dollar. And some clones that you might know of. The ZT0808. Very, very nice knife. I have a video for this knife and the original knife, if you want to check out both videos, the real knife. There it is against that. Here is the Spyderco Slysz Bowie. Slysz Bowie, Slysz Bowie. I'm probably saying that wrong. There it is against that. And here it is against Spyderco Domino. Clone. All clones. So, let's give you a better look at the knife. You see it's got a blue backspacer, or like anodized blue, I guess. Now, one thing I'll say, I mean, I said I wasn't going to reference it, not much, but just one reference. It is, from the pictures I've seen, it does look a lot like the real ZT0095. Again, except for the markings, and maybe I'm sure there's some cosmetic look and differences. I believe the steel on that knife was S35VN, but don't quote me on that one. There's the blade. Get a good look at that top cut like that. And again, this clip, not in love with the clip, though it's not as bad as a hot spot as some clips. I've seen a video by I believe his channel is called, I should know because I've seen a lot of his videos, Knives, Guns, and Gear, where he had an original with a different clip, and that clip is absolutely gorgeous, and it's probably much nicer. It doesn't bump up like this, it just is raised here and it comes across, and it looks so much nicer on the knife. I was going to say, oh, I was back to the backspacer. To me, this knife just seems like it's asking for another backspacer or two. I mean, some knives go a little over heavy on backspacers, but this one only has the one. I mean, granted, it's copying the original design, but I just feel, I don't know, maybe one or two more would have done well. I noticed inside this knife, too, I guess to save weight, I don't know if I can get that in there, is that you can see that if this is in fact titanium, whatever the scales are, I should have brought like a flashlight. You know what? I have a light with me. See if I can. You can see it's milled out in there. That's to save weight, and whether that copies the original, I'm not sure. Hopefully that's coming in. In case you were curious what light I'm using, I recently reviewed this too. It's the T25C from Sunwayman, so you can check out the video for that too if you like. So overall, I have to say there isn't too many negatives. I could complain about the clip. What else? It closes like a dream. It opens like a dream. It's affordable. I mean, it looks a heck of a lot like the real thing. It's a shame they didn't put the real one out in this country. I'm sure it would have been a big seller. It's nice and sharp. It's beautiful to look at. It's affordable. Did I say the weight? 4.76 ounces. Very light. Might have even, sounds crazy to say, might have even done a little bit better if it weighed just a little bit more, a little bit weight heft to it. But it's clocked in a nice weight, nice lightweight. Most guys like to have, most knife collectors like to have a knife, an EDC knife, or a knife that's that's lighter to carry, not a heavy beast in your pocket. Here it is, again in the hands. The top view. Let's shine it up again. Overall, a very, very nice knife. Absolutely love this knife. It feels, I mean, it might not have anything to do with it, but the 0801, I mean, the 0808 that I had just before, just feels like that knife. I know two totally different knives, probably original designs of the real knives, totally different. I'm not sure who designed the 0095, the real one, but it has that nice Nice feel too, like this one when you open it up. Just has a, I don't know, just hard to explain. That nice polished feel. Excellent, excellent knife. So let's zoom in. Final shot. So there you have it. The clone of the ZT0095 Zero Tolerance that is a Russian exclusive. I must say, if I ever got my hands on the real one, I'd love to review that one as well. But if the real one's anything like the clone, that must be one heck of a knife, because this one's really nice. Really, really nice knife. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching my video, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe.